Welcome back, everybody, to MLB 15, the show. It is Monday, July 6th. Yesterday, the Red Sox played. They beat the Astros 5-4, handling Ramirez at a go-ahead two-run homer. Eduardo Rodriguez pitched pretty decently, gave up one run in like 5 innings. And I was just too tired from work to play last night, so I'm playing today. And David Ortiz got his start at first base for the slumping Mike Napoli. First start in 10 years.
Beautiful day for baseball at Fenway. It's the Astros and the Red Sox. Next. Sunday afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you inside Fenway Park in Boston. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the American League's Houston Astros and the East-leading Boston Red Sox. Welcome into Red Sox baseball here on the show. Matt Vasgersian here with you. I'm joined by Eric Harris and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's get the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first 2 games of the series.
Yeah, you see there, the whole band got approved after this one. The guys have taken the first 2 games of this 3-game series, and the way they're playing, they got to be the favorites in this one too.
We'll hear plenty more from the guys moving forward, but before we do, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Houston Astros, as their order will read like this. And there you see the starting pitcher they'll match up against as you look at his numbers on the right side of your screen. And in the field, the Red Sox will look like this behind him. Preston Bucker steps to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway.
Red Sox are off today, the 6th of Monday.
Underway now in the Sunday.
And then they're also off Thursday as well. So they have a 2-game home series with the Marlins starting tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking like world beaters right now. I don't care what league you're in. Anytime you can put together a double-digit win streak like these guys have put together, playing some great baseball.
So also other news, so Napoli's got benched and Ortiz is at first base. Because he's just awful. He's hitting 192 on the season. He has 10 homers and 30 RBIs, but he's hitting 192. So he's on the bench. And they have put Masterson in the bullpen for now. They're letting Porcello start. And because Porcello's 0-8 in his last 8 series. He's winless in his last 8 starts. I think he's like 0-8 or 0-7 or whatever in those 8 starts with an ERA over 8. They're hoping that with Ryan Hannigan off the DL, he'll revert back to his early season form when he was pretty decent. So, but they've thrown Masterson in the bullpen until the All-Star break.
Looking for a leader, a loop single, anything to kickstart the average a bit because he's had a rough go of it these past 6 ball games. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
One thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from ahead, the better off he's going to be.
Now a swing and another chance at third. Go on to Ortiz, and that will retire the side. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1.
Xander Bogaerts is 9 for his last 9.
Major League Baseball. baseball
in these two games. He is 9 for 9 in the
Start lineup
series.
for the Red Sox looks like this. Will have the challenge of stopping these guys. This is a guy that's got a workhorse mentality out there, not afraid to throw a lot of pitches, but if he gets careless with his location, he can be hittable. And behind him, here's how the Astros will line it up on defense. Mookie Betts will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. Out of play. Now here's the pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's one.
This guy throws hard, 98.
Look at these Astros entering play.
98 miles an hour.
Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
That includes losses in the first 2 games of this series, so they just need to have something positive go their way. Salvaging the finale might just be the thing.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1. Swinging a ball hit hard and around for a second. And that gets through to right as he starts the inning out here with a leadoff single. And he continues to hit the ball well, as that'll push his hitting streak up to 7 games now. Brock Holt will stand in now, hoping to turn things around as he's stuck in a bit of a cold spell these past 5 ball games.
Yeah, he's been doing pretty shitty.
Now the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your time to the plate. You can't be predictable out there, or you'll take advantage. That's one thing you can say about this Boston lineup. They've got guys at the top of the order that can get on base. They're set up for a possible big inning here.
Sander Bogarts will stand in now, currently 5th in the American League in hitting. He's set now the pitch. Here we go, back with the fastball.
10 for his last 10.
Will stand in for the first time now, and he'll do so as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. Here's the first offering. Off to the right side, should get the runner to 3rd, and he's retired here, 1 away.
Yeah, he might have thought about going to 3rd for just a split second there, but with nobody out, I think the smart decision was to take that out at first base. That's exactly what he did.
Hanley Ramirez will get his first shot here. As you can see, he currently leads the junior circuit in hitting.
I think the funny thing is his stats, with the exception of his average, obviously. In real life, I think he has 18 homers and 46 RBIs. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I read that yesterday or this morning.
First offering on the way. swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line in right. Catch is made near the line. Here comes the runner from third. And after running a sacrifice fly, that will make this a 3-1 game.
That's a nice job there to get this ball airborne there. He's able to get that ball out there deep enough to pick up their third run of the inning.
Pablo Sandoval in his first opportunity now with 2 away and the base is empty here in the home half of the first. First pitch comes. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw on to Carter, gets him to retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the second inning now from Fenway Park. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Astros 1. Evan Gattis will dig in now. 1 home run shy of 20 for the season so far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. So the first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Alex Presley will stand in for the first time here. And this is going to be a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pitch on the way. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, and the count holds it 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. Again, a 1-2. Here's a ball hit foul down the third base line, so they'll try it again. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now another 1-2. And now a slider in there. Ball third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Colby Rasmus will stand in here, looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. The 1-0 pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
And this is hit well towards the hole. What a stop.
What a play by Holt. Oh, that's a Pedroia type play.
And the inning is over. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Shane Victorino will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play. Now here's the first pitch. He'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. So that's their meal ticket, your best.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Alejandro De Asa will stand in for the first time now. Currently 7th in the American League in hitting. Open stands by De Asa. Here's the pitch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Now here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. And the pitch. the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Rasmus is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2. Ryan Hennigan will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. First pitch coming. That's on the ground to short.
Yesterday's game, Ryan Hannigan went 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs. So that was a big boost for the Red Sox.
Down in order go the Red Sox, and it's still 3-1. Jason Castro will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this is foul for the first strike. Now here's the pitch. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Here it comes. And this will be fouled away. The 1-2. And this one's tapped fouled at home plate. Here's another 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Yeah, it's so easy to get caught reaching on that pitch. We've seen a few of his teammates do it already. That's a great job to recognize slider and lay off.
And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. A payoff pitch one more time. And he'll finally just wear it down. This one swung on and missed for the first down.
Yeah, it took him a few batters to get it going in the first. But after that first inning run, he's come back to retire the next 6 in a row.
Marwin Gonzalez will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Inside with the screwball for ball 1. This is past the mound and into center field for a base hit. Preston Tucker will get his second shot at it now. He was called out on strikes to open up the ball game. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count. And you figure to see that change up more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but here, you want these guys to be thinking. You know he's got that changeup, so I'd better not sit on the fastball too often.
Under it is Sandoval, and there's the second out.
Hey, you know, it's not always easy to pick up the baseball on one of these bright, sunny days. I mean, he shades his eyes well, and he puts this one away for the second out.
Luis Valbuena will dig in. He tripled and later scored his first time around. Fouled straight back. He's set, now the pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Pause, now the pitch. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. One left for Houston, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Mookie Betts will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. There to take it is Presley, and there's one away. Rock Holt will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. Now here's the first pitch. And this is lined back into center field as he picks up his second hit of the afternoon.
Well, these guys aren't wasting a whole lot of time out there. They've taken an aggressive approach here early in the count. It's paid off for him through the first few innings.
Sander Bogarts will try to pick up where he left off. Double home a couple his first time around. And here's the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Here's the 1-0. Here's the ball.
Ah, there it goes. First out of the series. 10 for 11.
Runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and set to stand in the first baseman here, David Ortiz. Now the first pitch. Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. There, and they go down in a hurry here as this side is quickly retired. 1 left for the Red Sox, as the lead remains 3-1. Jose Altuve will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Pitch on the way. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Here's the 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball pretty well hit out towards left center. Chaos is going to get back and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
Yeah, we're going to get a good look here from our camera down the left field line. This ball doesn't quite have enough on it, and as you can see there, it's taken in on the warning track just in front of that big wall.
Here's Chris Carter now. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Swinging a hard hit ball towards the hole. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
That's what happens when you have David Ortiz at first base.
Evan Gattis will stand in. He grounded out his first time. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Comes set, now the pitch. This ball's grounded foul. Comes set, now the pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Now another 0-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. 0 for 1.
Great job.
In time. How about that? They do turn 2 and it gets them out of the inning. Astros are down quietly. They still trail it here 3-1. Hanley Ramirez will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The pitch. He squares this one nicely, and it's lined into center field for a leadoff single. So a base hit there has them aboard to start out their half of the 4th. As we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits, and as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Pablo Sandoval will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Ramirez with nobody out. Ready, now the pitch. There goes Hanley for second. And Sandoval's aboard a base hit. Throw comes in quickly from left, so even on the hit and run, they'll hold things to first and second here.
Boy, you can't get angry at a hitter for hitting the ball too hard. But I think because this got to the outfield grass in such a hurry, that runner from first had to put on the brakes or his run's going to backfire at third base.
Here's Shane Victorino now. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball.
Put one in the bleachers.
Pitch home to Victorino. Trying to bunt his way aboard.
God damn it, Victorino.
Come on, guys. Get a base hit here.
Has a look, now the pitch. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking. You've got to put this ball in play.
Altuve for 1. On to Carter at first, but not in time to get him both.
Could have been worse.
On the 100 de Asa. Dig in here. About his first time around. Runners leap from first and third. Here's the pitch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made. And here comes the runner from third. And the tack on the run with the sac fly. It's now a 4-1 ball game.
With 1 out, he had 2 jobs to do there. 1, get that run home from third, and 2, stay out of double play. He did his job.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And that'll bring in the catcher Ryan Hennigan. Here's the first offering. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Mookie Betts get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. He's ready now, the pitch.
Shouldn't have swung. Shouldn't have swung. I blinked too soon. My eyes are fucked up. Should be 2-1 right now.
And now here, 1 and 2. This is where you need your best pitch. You got to strand that runner out there at second base and keep the deficit just at 3.
Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3. And leaves it from the first field. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout. The play first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Red Sox settled for just the 1. We played 4 full. The Red Sox 4 and the Astros 1. Alex Presley will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. And that's taken for strike 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it should be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
Well, that's just another off-balance swing right there. Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
Colby Rasmus will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And you would think that this heat would start affecting him sooner or later, but it hasn't so far.
If anything, he's getting stronger as the day goes on.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is 1 big hit from anybody. If they can get one, they can get him right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Well, this is what folks mean when they're talking about finishing off the hitter. They decide to come right with the fastball here, 0-2, just runs right by him.
take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And here's his fastball for a cold strike one, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. Ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. He's got
Sorry to interrupt, but the play has been made for the third out. Inning over. Astros go down 1-2-3, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Brock Holt to lead things off here for Boston. Xander Bogaerts due to hit next. First pitch on the way. And the first pitch of the inning is promptly banged into right center. And it'll be right into the stretch as this gets down out there for a base hit.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now the first pitch. Oh, now this is hit hard to the right side, but caught out there at second base. And that's allowed out number 1. So a runner at first with 1 out now. And here's the still dangerous left-handed bat of David Ortiz. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. One there. On to Carter. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Steve, Eric, and I return to Boston after this. Marwin Gonzalez coming now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching. And this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Preston Tucker will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. Over toward the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Now the pitch. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away. It's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Now he's swinging a hard hit grounder, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
That slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Luis Valbuena will stand in. 1 for 2. He tripled and scored back in the first. In there, 0-1 for that man right there. Just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Swinging the ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Ready with another 0-2. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. And this is fouled straight back. Here he comes again, 1-2. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They trail it 4-1. submariners around nowadays. Right-hander Pat Nation. Hanley Ramirez will stand in as he'll lead things off for the Red Sox in their half of the sixth. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. A less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
And Ramirez can't get that one as he swings and misses for strike two. Making a shot back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single. So he continues to hit the ball well, his second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single. As we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see, he's had a great first half as he leads the AL in that department. Pablo Sandoval will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. First pitch coming. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And that one's out of here. What another nickel in the merry-go-round. This one is getting ugly. It's a 2-run homer for Pablo Sandoval. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
This is a situation where you wonder how much of his concentration is on first base, how much of it is on home plate. Because if you're not 100% locked in on the guy at the plate, what will make you pay at this point?
Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Here's Shane Victorino now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. That home run believed to be 402 feet all told. That swung on a net score even at 1-1. You have to figure that sinker's going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
No question about it. Obviously, it's a ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter, you're going to need to make him bring that pitch up.
Here comes a 1-2. Swinging a little tapper out in front of the mound. On the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Alejandro De Aza will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. First offering on the way. On the ground towards second. Oh, he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Just a airmail shot that time. The pickup's good, but this ball just sails straight over his head at first base. Good effort to try and go up and get it, but this is well out of his reach.
Into the box, Ryan Hennigan, as he swings and gets this one fouled off to the right and out of play.
Let's get him 90 feet close, Bob.
He waits, now the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. On the ground is short. Throw gets him, 2 down. Mookie Betts will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. Now here's the first pitch. Good downward action there, and it's 0-1. 6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. From the belt, the pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to Carter gets him to retire the side. The Red Sox strike for two on the two-run homer. Part of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the seventh. It's now 6-1 Boston. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the seventh. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Jose Altuve will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. Now the first pitch of the inning is a fly ball out to straightaway left. Piazza is there to put this one away, and it takes just one pitch to record the first out of the 7th.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play, and a big mistake there. Chris Carter comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Here's the ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double. Evan Gattis is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Well, you see there on the graphic, that's now 10 doubles for him on the season. From the belt, kicks and deals. A little bit off the outside, it's 1-2. He's set, now the pitch. Now a little dribbler up the line to first. Attack for one, and he is in there. Alex Presley will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Yeah, even though you've got a big lead, you don't want to give him a cheapie. That's a nice block right there.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. And now a swing and a little tapper that could wind up problematic down that third baseline. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single. Colby Rasmus come forward now in a great RBI chance here with runners at the corners.
These opportunities have been few and far between so far. They've got to make something happen soon, or this game might just...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 2 left for the Astros. They trail 6-1. Joe Thatcher will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th. Rock Holmes will lead things off here for Boston. Xander Bogaerts due to hit next. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Xander Bogaerts will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around. First pitch coming. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. Tucker is back.
Funny, Bogaerts is 10 for his first 10 in the series. Now he's 0 for his last 3.
Stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
That's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Now here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. He lets him off the hook on 0-2, and this is lined into left field for a base hit.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. they take the same approach either way. This right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. Hit pretty well as this is out toward deep center. And that will conclude matters here in the seventh. Red Sox lead 1. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Jason Castro will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there. And he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
So he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. It's been free and easy the whole way through.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Now here it comes. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Getting late. 8th inning now from Fenway with the Red Sox on top as you get a look at our game's line score to this point. Marwin Gonzalez will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. And the pitch. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Here it comes. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1 and 2.
And now, as a hitter, 1 and 2, you've got to be thinking right center field. Take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1 and 2.
Now he's swinging a ball.
What a play by Sandoval.
Throw gets him at first, and that was a magnificent play.
On a ball hit like that, if you're the pitcher, you're thinking, oh, the base hit. But not this time. What tremendous defense out there. Great diving stop, makes the play and gets the out, and the pitcher acknowledges it, and he's happy about it.
Preston Tucker will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Now he reaches and hits this one hard the other way. Up with it there is Sandoval. Go on to Ortiz, and that will retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Pablo Sandoval will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. We see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. First pitch coming. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And this will hit about halfway up the monster. And he's able to hustle this way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Boy, just another great swing right there. He's not a few of them in this series. He gets a good pitch to hit, and he's right on it. And he drives this one off the wall for an easy double. And it might be time for them to let somebody else beat you for a change.
Here's Shane Victorino now. Now a ball hit sharply down the line at third. foul ball here, 0-1. Pitch home to Victorino. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. He's set, now the pitch. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Stand in here. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point. Open stance by Deaza. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. Throw again for the second out. Meanwhile, the run is in to score from third.
Manufactured run right there. You get the double to start getting off, and then it's all about get him over and get him in. And 2 straight groundouts do that job.
Ryan Hennigan try and start over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI groundout. And here's the first pitch. Oh, now a ball headed for the alley in right center, and on the first pitch of the at-bat, it's going to find that alley for extra bases. And this will kick up against the wall near the Red Sox bullpen. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
And this is how you break out the poultry. This is his second hit of the ballgame. This one goes for extra bases. You can see that confidence is slowly starting to come back into play.
Here's Mookie Betts. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Well, for Hennigan, he's at second with his 4th double here on the season. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Gone! Over the monster for a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year as they widen this lead to 8 now.
The only question with this one was it going to stay fair? It had plenty of height to it. Winds up working out for him.
Second baseman.
Here's Brock Holt now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Let's go, Red Sox.
Here's the 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
Here's a fastball that he shoots on into left center, and that will fall for a base hit.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is back control at its finest right there.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. As he'll swing and hit this one hard but foul off to the left and out of play. Pause, now the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Ball hit pretty well out toward left center. See you later, over the wall, home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, 6th home run on the season for him as they just continue to pour it on here.
11 for 14. 2 homers and like 7 doubles in the series or whatever.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells the story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Into the box now, David Ortiz. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. Castro is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So give him 5 runs in the inning, with the big blows being the 2 home runs. We've played 8 full. It's the Red Sox 11 and the Astros 1. Luis Valbuena will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the ninth. Matt Barnes will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. Don't need to guard against that.
Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. 1-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
You know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Jose Altuve will try again, over 3 thus far. Craig Breslow will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's in there for strike 1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put it behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
And the fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Now the 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him in that time, and there are 2 away.
What's the best way to make sure that cleanup guy doesn't get to hit with runners on base? How about back-to-back strikeouts? That'll do the job.
Rick Porcello will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Here's Chris Carter now. He'll take a look at his strike right down the middle of zone 1.
Well, you can tell he's trying to work that pitch away, but he might have left that one a little more over the plate than he intended.
Now the pitch. Now here's a swing and a miss, and the Astros are down to their final strike now. Boy, no messing around here in this 9th inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitch. That's usually a fastball.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss. It struck him out.
Great win for the Sox.
The ball game is over.
You know, you keep wondering if this is going to be the day that ends, and it just never seems to happen. This is really becoming an incredible streak.
chance offensively for this bunch. But out of everyone, I think we should single out this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. See there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to. He was instrumental in the win.
3 days in a row for Xander Bogaerts.
Just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Carroll, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 11-1. So long from Fenway.
Again, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, you know the drill. We'll see you next time here on MLB 15 The Show.